What's up, Lions Nation? It is the Soul Man and the Stat Man, and we are live here. Pre-game show. We got the Bears coming into Detroit, and we're going to talk about it. But first, please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are on that march to 500 at 226. So thank you to all the new subscribers. We appreciate you guys so much. And Statman, just to recap, everybody, what is it that they're going for here with those subscribers and people that are watching? What's going to happen?
So I'm going to let them pick one player currently on the Detroit Lions roster for an autographed jersey. Make that clear. They have to play for the Lions. Currently, not in the past. So don't be asking for Matt Stafford or Calvin Johnson stuff.
Bears Sanders. Current Lions player. Current.
Yes, sir.
Now that we have that cleared up. Logan's mom is in the house.
Hello, Ma.
Hello, everybody. What's up? Oops. I just clicked away all of our stuff. There it is. My bad. My bad. All right, Statman. So I'm going to bring up the injury report. We got Isaiah Buggs. He's out with an illness. And Jonah Jackson is out with a wrist/ankle. What's your thoughts? That's it. That was only two guys listed that were out. There was one questionable, but who was that? But it doesn't matter because he was full participant in the last 2 days of practice, so he's going to play probably.
Well, Buggs is kind of an emotional leader on defense, so we're going to miss him a little bit. And then Jonah Jackson, I mean, he's a key piece of that offensive line. So I'm wondering who's going to fill in then that spot, and hopefully next man up and you perform well.
Yeah, I mean, Buggs, he's a playmaker for us. He's been doing really well all season. He's one of those dominant guys that we have on the front four. So without him in there, it's going to be a little bit of a miss for us. But we got guys that can step in there and play just as well. And we're going to talk about it, but that line's going to have to be playing well along with those linebackers because Justin Fields, from what I heard, is coming back. And we know what he is. He's a mobile quarterback, and we struggle with mobile quarterbacks. So we're going to have to contain him.
Well, last year we did a pretty damn good job containing him, messing him up pretty good. So
Angel in the house says hello, hello.
Hello, my lovely fiance.
I have a feeling she might be sitting like right in front of you, around you somewhere. Facebook says, hi guys, Bud's in the house. Go Lions. Mostly Uncle Bud. But it's weird it says Facebook user. Usually it says his name. Jeremy B in the house says, actually, that is a miss. Yes. Do you know what that says, Statman? I have no idea what that says.
Misnomer.
The most yards by a mobile quarterback was Magomes with 45 yards. I know it.
Well, I'm just saying the ability to scramble out of the pocket. We have trouble with containing quarterbacks and keeping them in the pocket, especially mobile quarterbacks.
We do.
Might not get a lot of yards on like running plays themselves, but being able to scramble out of the pocket and make a play downfield.
That's exactly it. When we take on a scrambling quarterback that has the ability to run, we have trouble keeping them from keeping the play alive and getting those crazy down the field, all of a sudden their receivers wide open, 30-yard passes. We've seen that a lot against when we took on the Ravens with Lamar Jackson. That's a perfect example of what Statman is talking about. Mike B in the house says, what's up, fellas?
What's up, Mike?
I do want to announce real quick next week's game, the Thanksgiving Day game. We got the Packers. We will be on Wednesday night before Thanksgiving. I want to do a little Thanksgiving special, so maybe we can get some people on here if you want to jump on, celebrate Thanksgiving with us, talk about the game. We'll just let us know. I'm going to post about it, so watch for that on the group page. Victor in the house says, "What's up, fellas? What's up, Vic?"
How's it going, Vic? Nice seeing you.
Head-to-head, Lions. Their pass offense is 6th versus the Bears' pass defense, which is 29th. Lions run offense 5th versus Bears run defense 6th. Bears pass offense is 24th versus the Lions pass defense, which is 10th. Bears run offense 10th versus the Lions run defense 11th. Spread lines minus 7.5. Lions versus Bear over and under is 48 points. All right, so head-to-head, we have the Lions passing offense, which is 6th stat man, versus the Bears passing defense, 29th. Let's talk about Lions offense versus Bears defense first. The Lions rushing offense is 5th, but the Bears rushing defense right now is ranked 6th. So let's talk about Lions offense versus Bears defense. What are your thoughts there?
I mean, statistically, we should have our hands full, especially in the run game. We're going to need Montgomery and Gibbs to be giving them all we got. So that said, our passing offense, we're going to need that really big against the Bears. Bears have been pretty stout against the run. So maybe that play action, run it off the same play with those little draw plays and the motions with St. Brown coming across the line of scrimmage, kind of throw the Bears off with the run game, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it again on paper, the Bears defense looks like they could do pretty well against our run offense, but I don't know. I think we'll have the ability to pass.
I'm on the show. I can't.
He's on the show. Come on. This is live. Hey, we're live right now. Big Dan Davis is in the house. What's up, Big Dan? First time we've seen you in a while. I say put pressure in Justin Fields and make him one-dimensional. I'm looking forward to watching Monty take on his former team. Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see Montgomery out there going against the Bears.
Is the Bears' run defense really that good? Because if they're really decent, then and they can contain our running backs, then we'll have to rely on throwing the ball, which I know we're capable of doing. Their pass defense is not very good. You got guys like St. Brown, Peoples-Jones, from what you told me earlier, looks like he's going to play his first game with us. So there's another weapon. I think that the Bears defense is going to have a hard time stopping everything, whether it's the run or the pass. I don't think they're going to be able to do both. I actually, honestly, no matter what the numbers say, I think they're going to have a hard time stopping our running game. That Gibbs and Montgomery, that two-headed monster, I don't think the Bears can stop it.
Well, we're going to be one of the better offensive schemes they've seen this season, so let's see if they can stop it.
Spartans pulled out a win today.
Yeah, I did see that.
I'll take draft bust of 2021 for 1,000, Alex, says JB. No, look at who they have faced. Teams that have struggled to run so far. True. I think JB's referring to the Bears' run defense. Keep it simple, run the ball. That's what Dar says. What's up, Dar? Looking forward to seeing the Michigan man in Detroit. I'm curious to Big Dan says, I'm curious to see if that thumb on Fields is 100% and how well he can grip the ball. If he takes a hit, will he be able to hang onto the ball? That brings up their offense. against our defense. Let's jump into that. The Bears have Justin Fields. Their running game, from what I'm seeing, isn't super horrible. I don't think they have much of a passing game. Again, I think that one of the key things is going to be, like Big Dan just said, we need to put pressure on Justin Fields and hit him often. Whether he's just releasing the ball, put hits on him, get pressure on him, which we haven't done super great the last few games. That front four has got to step it up, get in there. We need to see big things from Hutchinson. Because if you could slow down Justin Fields, I think that pretty much shuts down the Bears offense.
I mean, aside from DJ Moore and Cole Kmet, and then Khalil Herbert, which I hear is going to be playing in the game. I mean, those are their three weapons, and then Justin Fields' legs. He doesn't really have that great of an arm, so we'll see.
I like this one. I trust Stevie Wonder's ability to drive a car more than I trust Fields to read a defense.
Yeah.
They need to contain Fields. Yeah, I think that we've said that for every game that they played a mobile quarterback, and they didn't do it very well. So that's one thing that they're going to have to step up if they want to be. I don't think we're going to lose this game at all, but if they want to make sure they don't lose, we can't let Justin Fields be busting out 50-yard runs on us because he is fast. We just got to stop that, and I think we'll be all right.
Pretty much all he's got.
Yeah, it's Justin Fields and his legs. If it was the backup quarterback, I wouldn't really be concerned at all, but it's only based on the past and the way that we've struggled against mobile quarterbacks. That's why I keep bringing it up, because that's the only thing that worries me is, can we contain him and keep him from just running loose on us? We haven't really done it yet. Last time the Bears beat the Lions, Fields was not a starter. It is a division game, and I know, Statman, you said before, any given Sunday, you never know what's going to happen. Do I think the Lions are going to lose? Absolutely not. But the Bears could put up a fight. Do I think that's going to happen? No, and you'll see later when we do our score predictions.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a barn burner for the Lions. Their offense is just going to be too hard for the Bears to stop. Just overmatched, overpowered.
Big Dan says the Bears are a bad team, so expect AG to have his D lineman twisting and stunning with a good pass rush. Yep. We get that pass rush going again and just keep the Bears off the field. That's all we got to do. Our offense is plenty capable of going down. We put 41 up on the Chargers last week, so we're plenty capable of going down and putting up points, and I don't think they're capable of stopping it. I actually think I'd be more worried if Bagant was starting. He is a better QB.
Yeah, I agree.
I heard that too. I heard a lot of people say that he's better than Fields. I don't think Fields is very good at all. I think the Bears made a huge mistake. I think he's only good at running because he's fast. Maybe they can find something else for him to do, like kick returns or something.
Well, Bagent's mobile, plus he can throw the ball pretty accurately too.
Mike B says the Bears will lose. Mm-hmm.
And the Packers on Thursday.
Yep. 2 division games right in a row. This is, a division matchup, so we don't want to lose it. We don't want to lose any division games because then we're just one step closer. But I think the next 2 teams, they're kind of out of reach anyway. Our pass rushers have to get home and get to the QB, all of them, including Hutch. I expect to get right game, and I expect a great game and a win versus the bad news Bears. I believe that's what Dan was trying to say. I had to decipher that. I agree.
It's going to be quite embarrassing for the Bears to come into Ford Field.
Yes. We're going to go to the score predictions, and I want to apologize. I think a lot of people put their predictions in, but on the wrong post, because the one from last time was right above the new one for some reason on the page. And Maybe I got mixed up, but I do have the ones that are on the current one. I have them in here. Let's look at myself and the Statman score prediction. Boop. I'm going 38-6. I think the Bears get 2 field goals. That's it. One in the first quarter, one in the fourth quarter, and that's it. And then we demolish them. Logan, Statman, 34-10. So we're kind of in the same mindset here on this game, what we think is going to happen.
Their offense is horrible.
Let's see. Oh, I'm a couple behind. All of a sudden, a bunch of comments just came in. Jeremy B says, especially with the Vikings on our heels. Yep, we talked about that last week. Minnesota is the only one that's right there. Any word on James Houston returning? I have not.
From what I hear, he's not returning anytime soon, from what I've seen.
Facebook user says, looking to watch a great win tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Jeremy B says 35-14, Lions win. Victor says Hutch gets at least 2 sacks. I like that. Mike B says 31-7 Lions. Big Dan says 31-17 Lions. Houston should be returning by week 13 at the earliest, is what JB says. Thank you, JB. Dar, 38-10. Let's take a look at other nations' score predictions. Dustin Stewart says 45-20 the Lions. Dar, 38-10. Phil Hubbard says 35-20 for the Lions. 24-17 Lions. I don't know who that was. Justin Fields is back, and we struggle against mobility every game. And then I forgot the name didn't post in there. I know somebody posted that, and their name didn't come in when I pasted it, so I apologize. Steve Spinner, 34-3. So Steve's right with me. Steve gave him 1 less field goal than I did.
Then you didn't get Joseph Host's score prediction there, too. You just missed it.
Joseph Host says 41-17 Lions. Thank you, Statman. The one without the name threw me off because I knew there was supposed to be a name there, and it wasn't there. And that's my fault. I apologize. Candace says hello. What's up, Candace?
Hello.
Oh, and congratulations while we're on here to Dar on his awesome-looking buck that he got. Congratulations, Dar. What are your thoughts on the Lions signing vet edge rusher Bruce Irvin, former Seahawk and Raider with 55.5 career sacks? He starts on our practice squad. Big Dan, I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to. But, yeah, I think it was a good signing. I think it's a good signing whenever you can bring a veteran in like that, even to mentor just some of our younger guys on the line. I mean, someone with 55 sacks, that's not a bad pickup. I think it'll be good for us. I don't know how much playing time he's going to get, but Statman, what are your thoughts on Bruce Irvin from Seattle coming over?
I know he's on the practice squad right now, but I'm sure he'll be elevated soon enough. He's had 55.5 career sacks.
Doc says, thank you. Yeah, I still have not seen one deer yet the whole time I've been out there. Not one. Not a single deer. But, yeah, I like I was saying, I think he's going to be, even if he's on the practice squad right now, he's still going to be a good mentor-type figure for our younger defensive linemen. I mean, you can never go wrong with someone with 55 career sacks. Is pretty decent. So, Jeremy B says Wednesday won a Javonte Williams signed jersey, and tonight won A one-of-a-kind, custom-painted Lions Nutcracker Xmas decoration.
Hell
I
yeah.
have a feeling I know where you got that decoration from, JB. I got a feeling. So, but congratulations, JB. Statman, it's time for your In the Zone player. We're going to go to you first. Who you got?
David Montgomery. He's been marking these Chicago games on the calendar since he signed with the Lions. I see him having a field day against his Bears defense.
All right, I'm going to do one better for you. What is the longest rush that Montgomery's going to get tomorrow?
34 yards.
All right. I like your pick with Montgomery. That's a really good pick. I think he's going to have a thing on his shoulder, a chip on his shoulder, and he's just going to explode. I don't know. I see a 65-yarder coming in tomorrow. Just like last week, he's going to have a big run. All right, here's what I'm going with. I'm going to go with St. Brown. I think Amon-Ra St. Brown is going to have a very easy day tomorrow, and I think he's going to have at least 2 touchdowns. I know I want to see him get in the end zone a lot more. He does a lot for us, but I want to see him get at least 2 touchdowns tomorrow. On the defensive side, I got to go with Hutchinson again. I want to see Hutch start getting them sacks. I want to see him get in there and finish the job. He's been right there so many times in so many games. A lot of times when the defense is out there, I just watch him to see what he does. And he's been right there so close to getting a sack all the time, but he doesn't get it every time, and it probably pisses him off. But I think he's going to have a good game tomorrow too. Like Victor said, I think at least 2 to 3 sacks for him. And maybe another interception. Who knows? Big Dan says Laporta with at least 2 touchdowns tomorrow. Big Dan going with Laporta. That's a good pick. Jeremy B says Amon-Ra St. Brown proving he is still the better brother. Correct. Dave Montgomery will get another 75-yarder for the touchdown. Correct. Montgomery is going to have a great day. I think J-Mo has a breakout game. I like that. I think we all want to see it. We all know what he's capable of doing, but we just haven't seen it yet. A guy with his speed, they need to get him more involved. I know he's had some drops, but still, he's so fast. God. Yeah, I like Dar's pick too. J-Mo is a good pick. That would be sweet to see. Nari did this one. I had to go back.
It'd be nice to see J-Mo get a big game. I mean, he's on the cusp of it.
He's right there. So Dar might be right. That's a good pick, Dar. I like that one. Dustin Clark would like that one too. If he does.
If he actually edited his lineup.
Right. He's probably got him on the bench. Dustin, if you're watching, I don't know if you are, but last time I looked, half your team is on a bye week. So you might want to take a gander at that. Switch it up a little bit. Maybe. And Dar, if you haven't, you may want to do so too. Now that we got that covered, Statman, we got everybody helped out there who was struggling in their fantasy football lineups this week. JB, J-Mo hasn't dropped a pass since Max Crosby knocked his head out of his arse. It's true. He did struggle a couple of times, but I think he's plenty capable of catching the ball, and he's plenty fast enough to get open. But I just feel like when Goff drops back, I feel like he's looking for 2 people, St. Brown and Laporta. That's who he goes to, really. He's not really that dimensional. I'm just saying, like, when he drops back, a lot of times, especially on 3rd down, who's he looking for? Amon-Ra St. Brown. Because Amon-Ra St. Brown is one of the best receivers in the NFL right now. So I would look for that too. Dar says, thanks for setting my lineup for me at Statman. Did you actually go and do it?
I have my computer that I can do it as the commissioner at my shop, and I just forgot to grab it.
Oops. I want to see Ben Johnson get the ball in Jalen's hands in some other ways. Jet sweeps, wide receiver screens. Let him use his speed to make something happen. Agree. Dan, I agree with you 100%. I said that quite a few times. We got to get the ball to his hands. He's so fast. He can make plays, especially with blocks out in front of him. Give him a little quick screen to the outside. Just let him run. See if anybody will catch him. Don't worry, I got it, Dar said.
Good.
Over and under Justin Fields rushing for 50+.
Under.
I think Justin Fields gets 20 yards at the most. I think he goes out. I don't think he makes it the whole game. He's going to go out second quarter.
I think Badgett gets put in the third quarter to play the second half.
Yep.
Fields gets benched.
When Jamo's head popped out, it happened so fast his helmet popped off. Yep. And then he realized, oh, shit, I got to catch the ball. And it was like a miracle. Reynolds is too inconsistent. He's been a disappointment.
See, I've heard something different, and I've seen different. When Reynolds is targeted, Josh Reynolds, if that's who you're talking about, he's been pretty consistent with his catches. When we need him in big moments, he catches the ball.
I'll say it this way. He was very consistent. I think he's been a little bit worse lately. Not bad, but a little worse. But, you know, the few weeks ago, he was catching everything, and he was catching touchdowns. But now, he's had a few drops too. But I kind of see where the Facebook user is coming from. I have seen a few times where there was some balls where he should have caught them, and he didn't. Under. JB says under for the 50+ for Justin Fields. Drops and not getting open lately. Statman, what are your thoughts? Finish that up.
I think he's pretty consistent with catching the ball. He hasn't been targeted a lot lately, but there's been games where he was the most consistent receiver we had. So I can't just chalk up a few games where he just didn't get the ball or didn't get targeted to his overall poor performance.
For you, Statman, and everybody watching, does Donovan Peoples-Jones, how many targets does he get?
I'd give it an over-under of 4, and I would say it's right around 4.
If anybody else wants to drop in on that, because I believe that, and Statman believes that he will probably play tomorrow. Josh Reynolds has the fewest drops in the team. Every catch has been either a touchdown or a first down. That was what I was trying to say. Thank you, JB. Victor Lesser says 6 targets.
I think he's going to be used more on special teams. He's a return specialist too, and with Khalif Raymond being banged up, he might take that spot.
That's true. I didn't think about that. That's true. DPJ will get 5 or under for targets.
I think it's in the 4 range, but
Mike Birch says 3. I don't think he's going to get a whole lot of volume. I think we'll definitely see him. But I go back to I really like the idea of Jamo having an explosive game. I keep thinking about it, and I really think it's going to happen. And it's going to be awesome. He'll be used with Jamo for downfield blocking, freeing up the run game more. Well, I think they need to stop doing that with Jamo and let him catch the ball or run it from the backfield or something. Like, guys, way too fast to not get the ball to. But when he had so many drops before, it was hard to trust that he was going to catch it. So I could see the back and forth or not wanting to put him some plays in. But we have different receivers besides Amon-Ra St. Brown. So let's start getting them the ball more. We are pretty much about done. Big Dan said DPJ might get 5 or more targets. I believe Khalif Raymond is injured. He's not on the injury report.
I think he's just still banged up, and I think he might be limited on the returns.
Yeah, and in that case, then I like what Logan's thought or Statman's thought with putting him back there. That would be a good substitute. Well, Statman, we can't get out of here without one thing. Are you going to do it tonight? Are you going to grace us all?
Yeah. Fight song, baby. All right, Lions fans, let's get this win tomorrow against Chicago, right there at Ford Field, and let's get loud. Let's get loud in that stadium.
Get loud.
I'm going to end us with the fight song. Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield. And when the blue and silver wave, stand and cheer the brave. Rah, 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 go hard, win the game. With honor you will keep your fame. Down the field and gain a Lions victory. Go Lions! One pride. Have a good night, everybody. Appreciate y'all for joining.
Yes, thank you everybody for joining. Enjoy the game tomorrow. We will see you for the post-game show Monday, and then Wednesday for our pregame show, Thanksgiving Day special. We'll see you all later. Everybody have a good night. One pride. Thanks for hopping in. Later.